Raise me up.
Here I
Josh Groban.
It's always darkest before the dawn. We're back.
Hi there.
What's up?
Hey.
Points to Steven. We haven't done this in a long time, but he still shows up with the first comment. Hello, friends. Happy to see you. Good to see you, too.
Hi there.
Noelle.
Ah, love her.
Happy Friday. Person turquoise waving. What? Is that supposed to... Is that... Person turquoise waving. Is that supposed to be an emoji and it's just spelling it out what it is?
I don't know.
That's weird. Jason, so excited to see y'all's pretty faces. Yeah, that's what you've missed. Hi, Susan. Good to see you. We love you. Mary Ann, what's up? Mary Ann, are you in Chattanooga yet? When are you moving to Chattanooga? 'Cause I know that was happening. Mary Beth, hello, hello.
Hi there.
Good to see you. Nice mix from YouTube and Facebook here. Very good, very good. Cody, I haven't seen Cody. When's the last live?
It's been like a month.
Yeah, I haven't seen
It's been
Cody
a long time.
in a month.
You've grown up on us.
Yeah, have I?
How you still loving your new job?
Yeah, I got another raise.
How do you keep getting raises?
What the hell, man?
Because
We're out here scrambling and scrounging.
it kicks in Monday, yeah.
I just love
What
the
a
fact. Was that your second or third raise?
Third.
Third raise.
And how long have you worked there?
4 months.
And
Now, let's go.
I don't want to dive into it, but the piece of boss we had that is just the worst program director I've ever known. For 3 years, Cody's not ready.
Did you ever get a raise?
Not exaggerating at all here.
When you worked with us, did you ever get a raise?
I don't remember one. No.
He's not ready. He can't. He's not ready. I haven't taught him up yet. This guy in how many weeks? 3 raises?
4 months. Yeah.
4 months, 3 raises.
That's crazy.
That guy can spot talent.
Yeah, no, that's it, man. Well, Cody's a good worker, no doubt about that. The abuse he took from us alone shows
Abuse.
He's a strong candidate.
We handled Cody with tender, loving care.
I can't praise you two though enough.
That's true.
You
sure can.
Brought my skills that you taught me over to where I'm at now, and they are just loving me for it. And
what
so
skills?
You taught me it's people skills.
Managing,
managing people, reading people. You two are so good at that, and you taught me your ways, and it's paying off for me big time.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that we can read people well, because we had a lot of upper management that didn't believe us when we were telling them about what we were dealing with here.
No kidding.
Anyway.
Let's see. Jason, we've missed you too, man. Sharon, good to see you. Hello, Janet. It's nice to be back. Mr. Tom Chaney in the house.
Yes.
Good to see you, Tom. Thanks for buying the T-shirt. You look real good. I don't know if you watched the show we did. Which show did we put that up in? 2 shows ago, I think.
Yeah.
We included a picture of you in your Tony and Chris concert shirt.
And also, Mr. Chaney's been on the news there in Nashville wearing that shirt, which I really appreciated getting that kind of publicity. He was spotted wearing only that shirt on a corner down near Losers.
Yes. That's his favorite look.
Yeah.
The toddler that wears shirt only, no pants. He's got the Winnie the Pooh thing going on.
Yes, exactly.
Jason wants to know where Cody is working.
Do you want to say?
I can. It's a Mercedes-Benz auto repair shop. The name of it is Beard and Benz Repair.
Nice.
So I'm really close.
Beard and Benz, like they fix
no,
beards.
No. Beard in like the city or like the town, whatever you want to call it.
The community.
Yeah. The township.
So that's $300 for that plug.
Yeah, they owe us. You can just bring that.
You bill them.
Bring it next time.
Take it out of your raise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez. Hey, this is completely unrelated, except I'm thinking, how's Emily doing? Is she good?
She's good. She's working her tail off doing her nanny stuff, and then school has gotten a lot harder, I guess you could say. It's gotten more serious because she's towards the end, and she's only got 2.5 more semesters left.
Wow.
And so she's getting into like the major coursework, and so she's doing stuff like organic chemistry and microbiology. She's got one class that's all about genetics.
I don't know what any of that stuff is.
And so it's wild. She's studying her butt off and then working. So I'm proud of her and trying to help her along the way.
That's awesome. Well, I think she unfollowed me on Instagram because I was checking the other day people who were following me, and it looks like she did like a mass unfollow, so I unfollowed her. You can tell her stuff personal.
Okay.
But I don't follow people who don't
follow me.
What in the
world?
Yeah.
Way
to go.
So
I didn't know that.
Well, you got to dump her.
Yes.
She's not going to follow us.
Tom, I'm nothing if not fashion conscious. Wendy, you haven't really missed a live. We've kind of cut back on lives. We're really looking at more of a once a month kind of thing. We were gonna be like a first Friday, and then last Friday we were supposed to have really bad weather. At my house, we had nothing.
Our power went off briefly, so it was a good call.
I was shut down with 4 trees down.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Well, we live in this really weird part of town where the bad weather always horseshoes around us. So at our house, we had some heavy rain and some wind, but it was nothing. Katie left to go somewhere, and there were trees down in the road.
Yeah.
And one guy, like, there was a tree that had fallen and smashed his car in his driveway.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, what? At our house, I was like, there's a little rain.
Did your dogs not go crazy or anything?
It wasn't bad. All it did, it was heavy rain and some wind. No thunder, no light. I mean, it was nothing. But that's what it always does, which I guess is a blessing. We must be in a little valley or something because it just Comes around us every time. So anyway, I say all that to say, Wendy, you haven't really missed a live. We haven't done one in about a month.
I want to make it be mean somehow about why we haven't done lives. You're not sharing the regular shows enough. Start sharing the regular shows more and watching them. Then we'll do more lives. How about that? Yeah.
That's boy.
Does that mean?
I don't give a damn.
Okay.
I told Katie the other day, we were talking about something. We had said something in one of our shows, and she said, "Are you worried about?" I said, "I'm not worried about anything." I said, "I'm so tired of having to walk on eggshells for people's feelings. I'm just not going to do that anymore.
Yeah,
I'm too old to do that. I'm going to be who I am."
Tony and Chris Uncensored.
Well, no, I'm not quite ready to go that far.
Okay. I don't think anybody's ready for us to go that far.
If you were at my house and heard the things we say, you might be shocked. But no, but I'm just, I like what we're doing right now. Not having to, have somebody come in and go, "Oh, don't say this, don't say this." We just do it. And it's been really nice. And so thank you for those of you who are subscribed on the YouTube channel. It's really grown up over 2,500 and so.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
It's nice. So we're just plugging along. So Jason, screw people's feelings. That's kind of how I feel, man.
Have you noticed though? Usually the people that say that, like snowflakes, are the ones that get their feelings hurt the most.
Everything. Dude.
I've always noticed that. Even before that became a catchphrase years ago, we'd be, "Oh, they can't do that. You can't say that." And it's like, well, why don't they toughen up? It's like, well, which is it?
Make up your mind.
Tennessee fans, a certain portion of the Tennessee fans are really bad about that.
True story. Well, gosh, I don't know. I mean, we haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? Do we want to just do the Clay Walker thing now and get that?
Yeah, let's talk. We're in this negative mode. We might as well get that out of the way.
Let's just keep it going.
Poor Clay.
I don't feel sorry for him.
I don't either. It shows it's sad. It's a bad look for sure.
So we've known Clay a long time, and he's always been nothing but nice to us. And we've gotten along great. You guys dated briefly.
Yes. Oh, I'll tell that story in a second. First of all, I want to know. That's the tease.
Okay.
I want to know, what songs does Clay Walker sing? Go.
Doesn't he do the Applebee's song? I'm shaking that Applebee's.
That's Walker Hayes.
Yeah, it's what you just said.
No, he's a Clay Walker.
Huh?
So this is the reason why it's not bigger news.
No. Walker Hayes.
Clay Walker.
Oh, they're different people. They're different.
Yeah, no, yes. Walker Hayes and Clay Walker are the same person. They just use different names at different times.
Well, I saw one of them on stage, and he did the Applebee's song.
That's Walker Hayes.
Oh.
So Clay Walker was a 90s country guy.
Oh.
90s country guy, and we happen to know a couple people that managed him briefly, and they took him back, and then they were like, you know what, it's just not worth it. And there's people like that are just tough to deal with sometimes.
Yeah. So I guess he says, he released a statement, said this happened over a year ago and that things are, I guess, okay between him and this bus driver. I don't know how you keep your job. I would have left and just hitchhiked home. Said, you can drive yourself.
Yeah.
If somebody had spoken to me this way.
Well, I can tell you right now, we had a market manager that would yell at people and try to bully them. And he did that once to me, and I took one step toward him and he fell back into a wall. If Clay Walker had talked to me like this, he would have been flying out of a bus.
It's something. So we've never done just plain old sound from here. We played videos and stuff. So hopefully this works. Real quick, Janice, we miss you too. It's very sweet. So I miss you. Let me bring this up real quick. Miss you guys on the radio. It sucks now.
Well,
love seeing you live. Your humor is so contagious. Our humor is like herpes. It just spreads.
There you go. And there's no cure for it.
You can never get rid of it.
I was wondering where you're going with that.
Right downtown. Okay. Lisa Yardley, good to see you. Hello. Michelle, we'll get you updated on what we're doing. Sharon, he showed his ass. He did. So we cleaned it up a little bit. Just know that there are a lot of F-bombs cleaned up in this, and one really bad word that we took out. Make sure.
The C word.
Let us know if you can hear it, okay?
Nope. Tomorrow, call your boss and get me an experienced driver out here, because you are not that. And I've been trying to raise you up last night, and you're telling me I'm eating into your drive time. No. You told me you'd be here at 10 p.m. You were not here, you lying. So when I come out of that bathroom, get your ass ready to drive and drive me smooth, or you're gonna regret it. Let's get it. All my shit still dirty back here. You know what? If you really wanted to try and be part of this organization, you'd have found a washing machine.
Wow. So the bus driver has to find a washing machine as well. Can you imagine somebody talking
and,
like
and,
that?
And you know, you want to say everybody has bad days. And I've always said that for years, especially celebrities. You either meet them, they're the greatest person ever or the worst person ever.
No in between.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I know some people that have been on a bus with Clay that said, and I know it's true because the part there where he said, and you better drive me smooth, Emma Effer. the bus driver was driving really slow in the middle of the night, and my friend got up and said, "Hey, we've got to make it by like Detroit or whatever by 6 a.m. and we're moving pretty slow." And he said, "Mr. Walker wants it right at 57 miles an hour because anything higher or lower, it's not a smooth ride for him," was the words he used. And that was a 10-year-old story. So I'm like, oh, that sounds like that's a guy. And you don't just record conversations with someone unless that's
it's something he does all the time. And you finally had enough. I love here's Susan's. What's this, Tom? Hello. I love Susan's comment here. He wouldn't have any teeth left. I mean, whew.
Yeah, so, that was tough. And but real quick, the dating story.
Oh yeah. I'm sure, we should probably clear that up.
Yeah, years ago, I lived in San Diego, and he's a very intense guy when he talks, very Tom Cruise like. Like I'm gonna, and I don't know if he's working you or if he's being sincere. I don't know him that well. We know him a little bit, but he got my number. I went to pick up my friend to go to a show, and Clay come out of the hotel and jumped in my truck, and I looked at my friend, and he just was like,
"Yeah, let him work you."
Yeah, he's going to work me to play their new record or whatever. So he goes,
"Let me see if we had any control."
He goes, drive me to the venue, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we're driving to the venue, and he immediately goes, "You're going through a divorce, aren't you?" So am I. We're like connected, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." And my phone, I remember, I can tell it now. I used to not tell this part of the story, but it was between my legs, and he reached over to get my phone. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing there, buddy? And he's like, "I was just going to get your phone and put my number in." So all you had to do was ask. Worked with Tony 20 years, never reached between my legs. That's what I'm saying.
I'm pretty proud of that statistic.
Yeah, that is one you are proud of. He's got a shirt that says that. And so anyhow, he starts calling me and leaving me messages like a lot. And I'm playing them for Tony at work the next day going, "Man, Clay after the show called me." And sometimes it sounds like he was into some wine or something. I don't know. I can't speak for it. I wasn't there. But it was like, "Dude, we got to hang out, man. We just got to get together." And I'm just like, "What? Why are we best friends now? I don't understand this." And as I said, I was going through a divorce. So I was living in one side of my house and my ex-wife was in another. And my sister was out helping me pack up to move out. And I'm telling her all this stuff. And she's like, "That's not true. You're lying.
You're exaggerating."
And a message came in. And I said, okay. So I set it on the bar. And I hit play, and I played it for my sister, and she's like, "Oh, my gosh." And right then, my ex-wife walked in and goes, "What's going on?" And I was like, "I think I'm dating Clay Walker."
It was crazy.
Crazy.
And then even for a few years after, out of nowhere, he would call you.
Yeah, and remember the CMA thing where he came up, and we were playing the game with the iPod, and he came up, and he was like, "Chris, are you working out? You look fantastic. You look amazing." And I'm like, "Well, Tony looks good. Tony's right there." And we were playing some game where we put an earbud in and we'd hit shuffle and they had to start singing whatever it was. And it was "Endless Love" by Lionel Richie. And you remember the rest of that.
Well, and look, it's certainly not okay to talk like this now, but I gotta finish the story because it's such Trace Atkins was so
this
hilarious.
Is not right. We'll get canceled for this, but it's what happened.
We didn't say it.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there and we're interviewing Clay.
Live.
And it's live on the air, and Clay is looking deeply into Chris's eyes, singing "Endless Love."
Holding my cheek. I'm leaned all the way back.
And Trace Atkins, not the most politically correct guy in the world, comes walking by, and just off the mic, you hear him go, "That's the gayest thing I've ever seen."
And we're like, I don't know.
Hey, we're on the air.
This is not the way we intended this interview to go.
No, it was so. All right, there's our Clay Walker story. And hope you enjoyed that audio. So backing up a little bit, Michelle. What are you all doing now? Well, Michelle.
Well, Cody's apparently making all the money.
I was going to say, Cody is now rich. He's working at the Mercedes-Benz place. Chris and I are just doing this. We're heavily, we're into YouTube and TikTok and all of our social media is still happening. The Etsy store is up and running. And thank you to all of you who have ordered stuff. That's really, really appreciated. So, I mean, this is what we're doing. And then we have several irons in the fire of things we are looking to do. Some are possibilities. Some are things we strongly want to do.
It's like our agent said the other day on the phone. He just goes, "Guys, job's easy. We can find you jobs." He goes, "But we got to make sure we get the right one."
Well, and it's hard too because there aren't a ton of radio jobs out there, and frankly, it would have to be a damn good radio job for me to go back to radio.
Absolutely, because I mean, and again, I want to do stuff with radio. I love radio, but I don't want it to be the main gig necessarily at this point, unless it's just a great opportunity.
So what we're doing now, we're having a ball with. We just got to find a way to get paid.
Yeah.
Katie's like, "I'm glad you're having fun. This is great. You're relaxed. You're stressed. You're not stressed out anymore. But somebody's got to start paying you some money for this."
Yeah, so, eventually.
Yeah, that's where we're at on that. Look, Kelly says, all caps, "Cody,
That's him right
Hey.
there.
She's excited to see you.
Guy doesn't know who Walker Hayes or Clay Walker is.
Can't tell the difference.
I'm gonna go Google them both after this. So
Are you?
Whatever you do in your private life, your business.
okay.
Janice has a good point going back to the Clay thing. Throw him off the bus. What an ass. I don't care who you are. Respect whoever you are with, from the janitor to the CEO. They all deserve respect.
You know, we always talk about Kenny Rogers and how much we love him, and he always talked about being nice to everyone, and he was. He went out. I mean, that's how that Eagles story started. He was actually kind of snippy with Don Henley, and didn't. I mean, this is when Don Henley was like an 18-year-old kid and who was nobody, and he said all through dinner, gnawed at him that he was rude to the kid, and he paid the bill and said, "Let's get back to the hotel because I want to find that kid." I mean, just being nice pays off.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Someday I'll do that to somebody.
Yes. We're all waiting for the day Tony's nice.
I'm a sweetheart.
Silence is deafening.
I was going to say, nobody jumped in there to agree. That feels good. I like that. Any St. Patrick's Day plans? You going to do anything?
No, no,
No?
not at all.
Don't
It's
care.
a fake holiday, honestly. It's,
Wow, tell that to the
Wow.
Irish.
They don't even celebrate. I'm sure it's like a.
Well, it's not like we celebrate.
I think it's a made up thing.
Well, that's
You think it's a made up
It's made
thing.
up.
That's not true, but okay.
I don't know. My mom probably kill me. It's
But
a
you're
Saint
okay- but you're-
Patrick's Day.
But
She's
you're
a-
okay with like National Salt and Pepper Day. And you're like, oh, I got to celebrate. But St. Patrick's Day is
Well,
made
they had
up.
National Sons Day not long ago. I was pretty happy about that one.
Did you get presents or something?
No, but I did text my mom. She didn't text me back.
Wow. National Sunday.
Because you're not her favorite.
Take the hint,
I
dude.
guess.
It's over.
So
She's cutting you
I
loose.
know.
She
All the
didn't-
attention goes to the baby of the family, I
She didn't
guess.
yeah, that's tough.
So
That's tough.
yeah.
Any kid will tell you.
Mm.
I'm pretty bitter.
Yeah, boy, you're ranking.
Oh,
What?
we started watching Yellowstone on YouTube. I know it's like old now, but
Yeah, but how far into it are you?
I think we're into the third episode.
Oh, so Kevin Costner's not dead yet.
No, I don't know. if
Okay,
that's
well,
act-
just-
why would you?
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna get mad now.
So
I'm
the
gonna,
third episode of the first season, you're just now
no. The third episode of the most latest season.
The one
Oh,
that's
okay,
on now,
well-
or
I
the
think
one-
it's 5.
I don't know.
Just know that when he accidentally falls into the backside of that horse and his head goes in, he doesn't make it out.
Okay, good to know.
I quit watching that show. So
Okay.
I don't. But that's a good segue though. What are you watching right now? We found an article, or I say we, Chris found an article. It's pretty cool, and it's just talking about some great shows that are streaming that are out there that some are flying under the radar, maybe people aren't aware of. So we thought we'd share it with you just in case you're cruising around looking for something. So let me bring it.
Well,
here
while
real
you're
quick.
looking it up, I'll throw out the one I keep raving about is Shrinking.
Well, it's on this list.
Oh, is
so
it?
Are these on
way to
the-
ruin things?
Sorry.
Everything was going to be. What?
Are these on Netflix or what are these?
I'll tell you, they all are on different.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
One, and this has been on for several years. My daughter loves this show. I think it's off now. Fleabag on Prime. So I've heard good things. She loves it, and it's on my list. It's just down the list because new stuff keeps
Rachel
coming
loved
out.
it.
And the stuff that I'm going to watch this, and then something new will come out. So I keep bumping things. Another one they mention, and I've seen this. I even went so far as to kind of read a thing and watch a trailer. Station 11 on HBO Max.
I don't know what that is.
It's another post-apocalyptic story, but I
Ugh.
guess it's very different because it follows this troupe of actors, and it's a much different take on it's their struggles and what they're going through. And I don't think I care.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't think I
Sounds
can-
complicated.
I'm really-
Thank you. I'm with Cody on this one.
Yeah. I like my
Okay.
post-apocalyptic stuff the way I like it, which is just dark and gritty. I
Yes.
love Last of Us. I think it's fantastic.
Have you watched? Oh, I haven't started it yet.
Oh, it's so good. Hi, Cody, whoever this is.
Hi.
Cody. Well, Shrinking was just renewed for season 2. I know.
Very excited about that. I love that show.
It is excellent.
That's
Chris
on
turned me
Apple.
To it, and dude, let's see, Blackbird, which is a limited series. It's also on Apple TV. It is very good, and it's
I don't know what it is.
It's based on a true story. It's one of Ray Liotta's final roles. The kid who played Elton John in the movie,
Yes.
Taron,
Yes.
he's this rich, entitled, and he also some little drug dealing. He gets caught, goes to prison, and then they work out a deal to move him to a very high max security prison with it, where these crazy killers are kept because they want to get this guy to admit that he murdered these girls.
Ah.
And they told him, if you get close enough to him and you get him to admit it, and we get proof, we'll let you out. You go free.
Mm.
And so it's the story of him trying to do that. And it's, again, based on a true story. The dude who plays the killer, if you watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia, he's come a long way. He was the juggalo on Always Sunny.
I can't remember.
And he's played some great roles since then, but he is crazy creepy
Okay.
in this. So good. So I highly recommend that one. Let's see. Blake Yardley, Last of Us is awesome. Couldn't agree more. Reservation Dogs. This is on Hulu. Katie turned me onto this. I don't watch it regularly. She really likes it. It follows a bunch of kids on a Native American reservation here, and so it's their trials and tribulations, the things they're doing. It's just kind of I couldn't tell you a specific plot point. It's just kind of a story, a day-to-day story thing, but it's good. There's some recognizable faces in there.
Okay.
It's worth a watch. Red Rose on Netflix. Cody, have you heard of this?
Nope, I haven't heard half of these actually.
Parents' Worst Nightmare comes to Netflix, a horror series that examines the ways in which many today are tied to their phones. It's a BBC series.
Oh, I'm out.
What?
Just came to Netflix.
So a teenager loses his phone and they call it a horror movie?
They're not losing their phone.
Oh,
They're tied
That's
to their
actually
phones.
a good line,
okay.
Cody.
Yeah, this is good. Shines a light on a group of teens who are being manipulated by a threatening app. That's where it starts. I just don't think I can care. Hi, Tracy. Good to see you. Bad Sisters. This is on Apple. I've never heard of this one.
I haven't heard of any of these.
They had I guess, a pretty good season, and they got a second season. So somebody was watching it, but they say it's really under the radar for most people.
Bad Sister. What's it called? Bad Sisters?
Yes, Bad Sisters. Don't know anything about that one. I haven't even seen that come up when I turn on my Apple TV.
Yeah,
They're not even
yeah.
recommending that. Gosh, Kunk on Earth. This is on Netflix. Mockumentary. And this one, I know this actress or this comedian. She's very funny, but I haven't watched it yet. I've heard it's good. Extraordinary.
Nope.
That's on Hulu as well. I don't know what that is. I don't watch a lot of stuff on Hulu because that's where we
MASH.
We cheaped out on Hulu, so we have the commercials, and I don't like
Yeah,
commercials.
MASH is on Hulu.
Well, I watch it on Prime. I bought the first 5 seasons, so I own that. Nobody's. And then Shrinking, Apple TV, Jason Segel, Harrison Ford, basically playing himself brilliantly.
Yes.
Shrinking. No, I remember seeing a commercial for that. Yeah.
It is fantastic.
It
Where
is.
is it at? Where's it?
Apple TV.
Only or
And Ted Lasso starts
Right
here
now.
pretty soon.
wow.
Yeah, it wasn't under the radar. So those were
Yeah.
some that they were saying were under the radar.
Cool.
But Ted
Well-
Lasso, Slow Horses, we've talked about on the show.
And I'm just going to go off on a rant here on something not under the radar, but Poker Face, which I love.
Is it good?
I love it. But it is, they're admitting it now openly in interviews. It is a remake of Columbo, basically, with different character. I mean, they do everything. The first 20 minutes is the murder. The rest of it's the unraveling of the murder. She even has mannerisms like Columbo. They use the same font in the thing. Everything's the same as Columbo. And I love it. But now people in Reddit groups, they're showing all these posts in the interviews of like, it's too unrealistic that she would find a murder every week. And it's like,
they realize this is
okay.
episodic television.
Yeah, and it's campy episodic. It's like the old 70s detective shows, which were really cheesy. And so it's like, if you're going to be that person, don't watch it.
Yeah. Teresa, my phone wouldn't work in my car. I'll have to catch the replay. Where are you at now, Cody? Cody, boy,
I'm here.
you're getting the plugs in. Are you having these people ask this question? So you keep
No,
mentioning the
I'm
dealership?
not. I'm
Well,
not.
I'm
sorry,
adding this to
getting
the
the
tab.
I'm not. I'm
You
not.
worked at a Mercedes-Benz dealership.
No, not
Yeah.
dealership. There's an auto
sorry, auto
repair.
repair shop.
Repair shop. I got.
So
my
how much are
t-shirt
they
on.
breaking down?
Huh?
How much are Mercedes breaking down?
Right,
You
well,
got to open up your own repair
There's
shop.
a lot of
for it.
Mercedes in
A
Knoxville.
lot of European cars, they specialize. Like,
We are
Gotcha.
Mercedes specialists.
because
That's
we have
for
a
sure.
Land Rover, so we usually take ours either to the dealership or a Specialized because
Yeah,
it's such a crazy vehicle to fix
Mhm.
and it has to be fixed all the time.
All I know is, what was the Mercedes boy? Who was that?
Oh, God. Who's that
Is
artist?
that Pebbles?
Pebbles, yes.
Okay. And then 80s Mercedes, Maren
Maren
Morris.
Morris.
Yeah.
So that's my Mercedes songs. That's the extent of my knowledge of Mercedes.
Mhm.
I was going to buy one when we lived in San Diego, but for that money, my head was touching the ceiling, and I'm only 6 feet tall. And I was like, man, if I got no headroom, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Say, oh, you want headroom? That'll be another $50,000. No thanks. Yeah, new season of Mandalorian I've heard has started. I don't have Disney Plus anymore.
I do. I haven't started it. That'll probably be this weekend.
Yeah, I liked it a lot, but I don't know if I liked it enough to go get Disney Plus again. I mean, we have so much already.
I think I'm
Every-
finally, like I was saying, I'm marveled out on the superhero films,
Yeah.
and I think I'm out on the Star Wars stuff now. It's like,
Yeah, I'm good. I bagged my limit on that stuff. We also mentioned this in the last show we put up, but as long as you're going to give Poker Face another plug, I'm going to give Severance another plug as a show.
Okay.
If you haven't watched Severance yet, dude, it is so good.
I'm going to try to start it this week.
What's it on?
It's on Apple.
Okay.
And I'll give you the same thing we talked about in the show if you haven't watched the show, which you need to watch the latest show that went up last night. First episode is challenging. It's a very slow paced, very quiet, everything. And it's very, but hang it, and it's weird. I looked at Katie about 30 minutes in and said, I don't know if I can do this. I've heard this is great, but this is just so. And then they'll get you with something that happens in the last like 10 minutes. And from there, it is a ride. It's never not weird. It's unique and strange, and you will constantly ask yourself, what the hell is going on? But I'll tell you that only one season, and the season finale is one of the most tension-filled, fascinating, crazy episodes of TV I've ever watched. And I immediately checked if it's coming back, and it is. I'm very excited about that. So it's smart, it's weird, but I believe if you can get through that first episode and get your hook, get into the story, from there it just gets better and better and better.
Okay.
So that's my plug for Severance.
That's it. And how's that tie back into his Mercedes place?
I'm sure
It's complicated.
I
I don't
somebody
know.
will ask in a second. There was something else I was going to mention.
Did you just cough, Cody?
Yeah, I don't have
This
a
is a
cough.
broadcast.
I don't have a cough button.
This is a professional
it's not
broadcast.
like I
You
can
have just
tap one of
ruined
you,
this entire night.
I just hope you.
First you didn't bring burritos, and now that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the burritos.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, not at all.
Right now.
I've missed giving him grief.
Yeah.
And then two other quick TV things.
Oh, you have notes, huh?
I just made one little.
Oh, okay.
TV show.
Cool.
Succession coming back for its final
Yes.
season. If you don't watch that show, it's fantastic.
It is amazing.
And Barry is also coming back for its final season.
Fantastic.
Barry. Who's in Barry?
Barry?
Is it Barry or Berry?
B.A.
Barry?
Yes, Bill Hader is the star and producer and writer, and Henry Winkler was
Won
in
a
it.
couple Emmys for that.
Yeah,
Henry Winkler. That sounds familiar.
The Fonz.
That sounds
Hey,
familiar.
that
Yes.
guy?
that's
okay.
the guy.
That guy. He was in a Weezer music video as that guy, too.
No, that was. Oh, yeah, he was at the end of
Yeah,
that thing.
yeah.
Well, they took clips from
Yeah.
Happy Days and used it
Oh.
for the
Al
Buddy
was
Holly.
the only current one
Yeah.
at the time.
Oh.
About the Buddy Holly video, right?
Yeah.
That's a great video. Tom Chaney, admitting my age, do not know any of those shows except Columbo.
Well, I watched 2 episodes of Columbo this morning, so if that helps you.
Columbo like a police show?
Yeah.
Just don't.
Like
Did you say did you ever watch Princess Bride?
No. I'm not going to watch it.
Wow. See, he doesn't work for us anymore, so now he's all ballsy.
I'm
No,
not gonna-
I'm not going to watch it.
I haven't. I'm not going to.
I'm not going to make you believe that I'm going to do something anymore. I'm not going to lead you on like I used to do. I was polite enough to lead you on.
I
when
have
worked
Disney
for
Plus. I have all, and not going to happen. Just doesn't interest me at all.
you. Okay. And did you say Emily had seen it or has not?
I have no idea. I don't care either.
Wow. You turned into a real son of a bitch. Got a little money in your pocket.
I don't even.
Now he's all.
You guys have been hounding me to watch that movie since we started together. Oh my gosh.
True. Steve, you ever watched Fire Country? I only watched 2 shows on TV. I don't know what Fire Country is.
I think that's the one with the prisoners, and suddenly they're firemen, and they're trying to make. It's like a soap opera. It's your standard network.
Is it on network TV?
Yeah.
I don't watch network TV.
There's a
Yeah.
Disney Channel kid that plays one of the main characters, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, I'm not
Is it
saying that to
Goofy?
be a weirdo. I don't watch network television.
It's a little weird to see a Disney Channel character grow up and be like this hardened convict
Well,
that's fighting fires.
I'll
all
tell
of
you
a
what's
sudden.
weirder than a hardened convict is the one who grew up and became a porn actress.
Yeah.
What?
Bella
Yeah.
something. I don't
Oh,
Bella something.
gosh.
I can't remember. Bella Thorne, maybe.
Oh, okay.
She used to be on Disney Channel, and then she's
Okay.
we ain't in Disney anymore.
Oh gosh.
Let's see. Go ahead, Teresa. Good to see nothing's changed. Yeah, we're still stupid as ever. Still picking on Cody. He just doesn't have to take it anymore. Noel, let's see here.
Wait, you never answered my question about Columbo. Is it a police show?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
he-
okay,
Like
okay.
a private. Is he a private detective
What-
or a police officer?
What is going on? Because Frank Liddell, producer,
Mhm.
he just texts and goes, "Is it good?" And I don't know if he's talking about Columbo or Poker Face. I don't know if he's even on here.
Is he on here?
I don't know.
I haven't seen him speak.
That's
I don't
just
know
weird.
What the hell's going on?
This is getting out of control.
Tom Chaney, not going to watch Princess Bride. Prepare to die.
Ah,
Well played, sir.
Tom Chaney. If he's known for anything, it's his wit.
And you got that right. And his giant
Yes.
heart. Noel, I'll also throw out Formula One, Drive to Survive on Netflix. A
Ah.
reality series, but so much drama. Cody, you
There's
like,
a lot of drama in it. I'll give him that.
you like
Yes.
cars? Do you like that show?
It was good. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lots more drama than you'd think.
I
Lots
wouldn't
more.
think anything because
I mean,
wouldn't
these
think about that
the
show.
drivers are divas. Let's put it that way. And the owners and the managers are all just divas. Okay.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Janice.
Love Island's got a lot of drama in it too. So I don't
You'll-
watch it.
I was
Emily
gonna say-
does. Emily does. Emily watches it.
You jumped in there pretty quick. I call BS.
Love Island.
Janice, the serial killer documentaries on Investigation Discovery Channel are great. Some of them are not for the faint of heart. I can't believe some of the things they did. Creepy but fascinating.
If you
Yeah.
like that, there's only 2 seasons of it, but you should watch Mindhunters.
Oh,
So
yes.
good.
Mindhunter is amazing. It's on Netflix. David Fincher, the same guy who directed Seven, The Game, Curious Case of Benjamin Button, a bunch of big movies. He created it and did it, and it's basically the story. It's acting. It's not, it's not a documentary, but it's the story of how they started profiling serial killers back in the day at the FBI, and what a tiny little division it was and what they did. And it is creepy and fascinating.
And the things they cover, when they did the Atlanta child murders, that took me back to, how old was I then? 12?
Yeah,
maybe
we were kids.
11, 12.
We were kids.
But I used to run through the woods to a neighbor's house and we'd play and stuff. And I remember my mom like cutting that out. And every hour on TV it'd be like, it's 9 p.m. Do you know where your children are? And I mean, it was a thing, and they did a good job of that on that show.
Yeah, it's really super creepy. Yeah, if you're into that stuff, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Did you follow the Alex Murdaugh trial? I know this is kind of old news now. Did you follow that at all, Cody?
No.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard the name in the news, but
okay, that was pretty crazy. The real story. I mean, people watching the trial said it was wild, but that's a pretty good. It's a 3-episode limited series on Netflix.
And I heard there's another one now, and I don't know if it's Amazon Prime or what, but there's another documentary out that everybody is saying is better than the Netflix one, which I have not seen.
I could believe that. I mean, the Netflix one is good, and they definitely get the story out there. But as we mentioned it in one of our shows, it's a little disjointed. Like when it was starting, Katie wanted me to watch it, and I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on, because I kept bouncing around, and I was like, are we on a timeline here?
It's funny when the Fyre Fest, I watched those 2 documentaries. There was 2 of them, and one of them, I forget which channel it was way better than the other one about telling the story. And
well, yeah, it's all about the director and the writer, how they put it together. I mean, it means a lot. David Fincher came from the music videos. We know he and Michael Bay were competitors. They both were 2 of the hottest video directors for MTV. 2 very different styles of video. So even then, they knew, like, David Fincher had a much more, I don't want to say classy, but he had more
dark
vision, and it was more dark. And where Michael Bay just, hot chicks and blow stuff up.
Yeah,
and that's been his thing forever. So they were very, very head-to-head competitors. They did not like each other at all. Yeah, TK and Marianne grew up in the Metro Atlanta area. I remember that well. It's funny, we lived about 2 hours from Atlanta.
Yeah.
So, but even at that distance, you still, as a kid, were in. And I think back to, and I've told the story before. Katie's family's from the San Francisco Bay Area. And her brother, the one that was in prison with Charles Manson.
Nice name drop. Nice prisoner drop.
Right. Nice Manson drop. When he was a kid, his mom used to warn him, like when they would go out, because this was in the 60s, she goes, make sure you get home before the sun goes down. The Zodiac killer's out there.
Oh.
But I'm like, what the hell kind of mom
Yeah,
says
I was
that
gonna
to
say,
a little kid? Make sure you're home so the Zodiac killer doesn't get you. Don't say that. That's horrible.
That's like that Simpsons where Bart was scared of Krusty the Clown's going to kill him, and he's in bed, and Homer comes busting in with a hockey mask and a chainsaw on. It says, "Hey, you want to see my new hockey mask and chainsaw?"
He comes in with a pan of brownies and a knife. You want to catch a baby? Excellent. All right. Well, I got what's another documentary that's good? Oh, the one about Woodstock '99. I've seen that come up. I have not watched it. I have so much TV to watch and so little time.
I want to go back and watch the Fyre Fest thing again now, because that was so good and crazy.
Are we done?
I think we're done.
Cody, anything else?
Nope.
Way to handle it, Cody.
Anything you'd like to declare now that you're Mr. Big Shot?
No.
Come back next time so we can talk about your latest raise.
Yeah, he'll be back in a month. I got another raise. Show up wearing a gold-plated tuxedo.
Yeah. Why don't you have a big gold Mercedes emblem around your neck?
That would be
Flavor Flav or something, like a clock.
I don't know.
You got the T-shirt on.
Yeah, you got logo wear.
Wow, you're wearing the logo wear.
It just came in yesterday.
Good for you.
Still waiting on your guys' coffee cups to come in. So, sorry.
Oh, thank you. That's a great seg into our store again. Please check it out. All the proceeds go to studio stuff. If we can sell enough stuff, and we need to make, I think, 25 more sales, we're going to get Cody a chair.
Yes.
That's
in case anybody hasn't noticed, I've been standing for each of
Offer
these.
him a chair. He likes to stand up. For those of you who are worried, don't sweat it. Yeah, maybe Cody can be your sugar daddy now, right?
Yes.
Why would you?
That's what we
Who
need.
said that?
You better be taking all you guys to CMA Festival, all those raises. Oh, God, I don't want to go there, Stephen. Too many people.
If we go, it'll be because it's a paid thing.
And that's a stretch. It's like, there's so many people. We thank you. The Etsy store, a couple of you have sent us notes saying that you've ordered something and it's been a while, it hasn't gotten there yet.
The outside party that does our printing, some of the items take 6 to 8 weeks, and then some of the other ones take less time.
Yeah. But we appreciate you. We will be adding new stuff to the store real soon. If you have ideas, come send them our way. It's super easy for us to set that up if enough people want them. But we appreciate you. We thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Please continue to watch, share, tell your friends. Let's keep growing this thing.
If you've made it this far, please do us the favor of sharing this video when it's over.
Yeah. All right. Have a wonderful weekend. Watch for new stuff. We have a very big star.
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to be our guest on the show that goes up Sunday night. She is a CMA, ACM nominee, winner, Grammy nominee.
Does she sing karaoke every night? Wow. Okay. Never mind. I was trying to do. Never mind.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
was trying to name. Never mind. I was trying to slide in a Kenny Chesney reference. But she's
gotcha.
a big star.
Well
and
played.
sang
I
karaoke
just,
every
you know
night.
what? That's actually really good.
That's not
I think
bad.
it just knocked us off our feet that you had a witty response.
Yeah,
I don't know what to
guess
think.
I'm growing
That's
up,
2 in
guys.
one night.
My head is hurting now. I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go
Okay.
think about this. This is
Oh,
weird.
boy.
I guess we'll see you next time.
See y'all.